Hi everyone, it's Sean again, and today we are talking about the Zhiyun Transmount together with ZCAM. First of all, we need to set up the camera on the Crane 3S, and you have to connect three things. First of all, from the Transmount to the gimbal, and that's USBC on Crane 3S and USB micro on the Transmount. And then you need to connect to ZCAM. So USB-C on the ZCAM and USB micro on the Transmount. They are opposite ends. And the last being the HDMI from the Transmount to ZCAM. So before that, you need to set the camera to serial control under connections. And on the gimbal, you need to navigate to camera and select CCS for camera control system. Okay, then we move to the Transmount receiver. Over there, you need to connect two things. Firstly, from the Transmount to the Transmount handle. Both sides are USB micro. And the second one, of course, HDMI to your monitor. The handle needs to be set up as well. So you can actually do motion control, meaning it follows your hand to control the gimbal, so you can set up and tune however way you want the pan follow, tilt follow, whatever. So that's customizable. And also you can select whether you need a zoom control for the rocker or you want the follow focus on the dial behind. And just remember that whatever you set on the gimbal doesn't register on the Transmount handle. You need to set it on the handle itself. So once you turn it on and they're both connected, you will see instantly all the settings of the camera, which is ZCAM, on the Transmount. Just a bit strange that if you turn the shutter too much, it goes in the bulb mode. So no, you cannot control shutter angle. It can only display shutter speed. ISO, of course, you can tune it easily. And the aperture, in my case, I'm using a manual lens, so you don't see the aperture. Okay, so here we are at the car, and I thought that it would be super cool if I could control the gimbal that is mounted on the car, from inside the car, and I could still see what's going on. Now this suction cup is rated for 10 kilos, but because the bonnet was slanted, it sunk down and I felt that it lost a lot of that strength. So it was kind of scary. And then I had another two suction cups which were interpolated using a 1/4 inch rod that is connected to the rear of the gimbal. And then I connected as low as possible, so I tried to minimize the shake of the gimbal. So after connecting, I turned it on. At first, I tried to do the motion control. And just take note that this motion sync, it's best that you start it while you're behind the gimbal, meaning it's like you're holding the gimbal. When you turn it on, it will go to that position you're at. So the first time I mixed up the on-off button of the handle with the on-off switch. The on-off switch on the Transmount handle is actually for the purpose of turning on motion sync. The only thing that I couldn't set was white balance. So just remember to have a manual white balance before you move up. So as I said earlier, the suction cup wasn't really rated for this load, so I had to go very slowly, maybe 15 to 20 km per hour at the most. So I tried motion control to sync and pan, and it actually, when you look at it, it responded very well. The footage you saw, it's a bit shaky because my mount was not very good. And I don't know, perhaps I should have set my motor a little stronger as well. Other than that, when I was going straight, I did not do any pole stabilization. It is what it is, and I think it looked quite okay. So my conclusion is that this Transmount has come a long way. It now works perfectly with all ZCAMs, and best of all, it works throughout the family, be it Webuild S, Crane 3 or Crane 3S. And this is really a very flexible solution. You can even use it without the gimbal. as a HDMI transmitter. It's just a pity I'm trying to figure out a way if I can control ZCAM wirelessly like this. It'll be wow, another new application. So I hope this was useful. Till the next time, bye bye.